Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Stats and Chats. I'm Bella, your host.
Oh, man. And I'm Jason, holding out hope, despite the start of the season and not being one of those guys that overreacts after just one game, despite staying up way too late just to watch the Bears collapse in the final quarter. That's it. I need some therapy today.
Okay, well, with that, bing, bang, boom, let's get started.
All right. Yes, we'll get to that. We'll get to the Bears.
You want to catch everybody up?
Let's catch everybody up. All right. You had 3 swim meets. You had a pep rally. You had a football game. Go.
Okay, so basically you said everything.
Highlights.
The football game was awesome. Our team won 52-0.
Was it 52? I feel like every time I hear the score, it gets higher and higher.
No, it was 52.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 52-0. I thought it was 54, but it was 50.
Okay. So they're strong.
Yeah. This season.
They going to the Super Bowl?
They're 2-1, which is pretty good.
2-1. Okay.
Considering last year they only won one game.
I know. What do you attribute the newfound success to?
I honestly don't know.
Did you watch any of the game at the football game?
Not really.
Yeah.
People are just there for the social hour.
I've talked to a few student attendees. Nobody seems to have any information on the actual game.
Yeah, I can't really tell you what's going on.
You know, we're going. We're going to one.
Okay.
Are we allowed?
I guess. I'm going to one on Friday.
Who are they playing Friday?
I don't know. But the theme is blackout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mom and I should wear all black?
You should just not go.
Okay. It's not very low-key fire.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was good though. I mean, you just go there to hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
And we put black paint on.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the mall, but outdoors.
Not really. The mall, you go shopping and get stuff.
Yeah. Well, unless you don't have money, then you just walk around and hang out with your friends.
That's true.
Right?
Actually. Yeah, and there was Jeremiah's there. I had some. Delicious.
Okay. All right. So good football game.
Yeah.
Swim meets?
Yeah, they were good.
Okay. And then the pep rally. So I saw a video.
I was awesome, right? I was amazing.
Yes, the humility is everlasting. So I really wanted to put this online. I wanted to put this on our socials.
No, don't you dare.
But there's other kids, so I can't do that. But basically, it is a video of Bella Taliaferro running out of the tunnel through a banner into the middle of the basketball court, dancing, jumping, cheering, firing everybody up about the Horizon swim team. And it's fantastic.
It was amazing.
It inspired me to jump out of my chair when I was watching.
Basically, what happens is our school doesn't even really know that we have a swim team because, I guess it's not popular or something. I wouldn't really know why. But, yeah, so we don't really get much, applause.
Yeah.
Just
recognition?
Yeah, recognition. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had the 2 pep rallies because our school's so big they had to divide it in 2. So the first one we just ran out through the banner and we were just kind of staring around what are we supposed to be doing here? And then we walked to a corner.
Okay.
And that was the second one and I was okay, it's about to get lit crazy up in here. So then I just ran through the thing and then I was waving my hands in the air and then everybody was just everybody just started cheering. You can hear it in the video.
You can.
I run through and people are yay, yay. And then I start going like this and everybody's whoa!
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was amazing. Sorry, I keep touching your toes.
It's really freaking me out. You put your hands in the air like you didn't care.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Nobody could believe that me, the Bella Taliaferro,
the quiet one,
the quiet one, hyped up the entire gym.
I know.
About
I know.
it was pretty fire.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so good week, good weekend, busy. We got another football game coming up, and we all got to wear black. I can do that.
Cool.
All right, before we dig into quick hits, there's one other kind of social thing. Not social, but just sort of like viral question, topic that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
What did the parents do wrong that the football players are spitting on each other now?
Bro, that was so funny. It like happened with freaking. Oh, sorry. I did not mean to say that on here.
Right. You are pushing the boundaries.
It was freak. It was fine. Oh my god, who was it? Like the Eagles guy? It's the Eagles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Eagles player 6 seconds into the game.
Yes.
Started spitting
Yes.
on the quarterback.
Yes.
Right, it was Dak Prescott.
It was Dak Prescott.
He spit on Dak Prescott, and then he got obviously like ejected from the game
Immediately.
Because, you can't spit on someone.
Yeah.
Like how rude.
And then yeah.
Bro, the freaking oh sorry.
Wow, you are just on fire.
Mouth is wild today. It was the Gators player, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then they spit on someone from USF, and I
At
was
the
like,
end of the game.
I was like, okay, stop taking inspiration from this. This needs
At
to
the end of the
stop.
game. Yeah.
It was so bad.
All right, so
It was actually like just no.
mamas, don't
So
let your
disrespectful.
kids grow up to spit on people. I think that's our public service
That's so
message
disrespectful.
for this
Why would you
week.
do that?
Yeah. Let's have a reset.
It's actually, bro, and like you can't make dumb mistakes like that, and then you get ejected from the game. Like, let's be real. Like that's just dumb. That's just trying to get attention when it didn't need to be there. Yeah, sorry. It just really annoys me.
All right. Well, that's good. There's still hope then. I didn't want this to be like contagious. Like
No,
I don't want to see spitting.
I would never. It's disgusting.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. Make sure
We good.
as
We
parents there wasn't something that we were doing wrong that we needed to fix
No, you
on
good.
our
You
end.
good.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's dive into quick hits. We got a lot to cover today. We got quick hits. We got college football
Yeah.
updates, recaps. We're tracking our wins and losses throughout the course of the year.
Yeah.
So at the end of the season, one of us has to do a dance in front of the camera
Okay.
and shave your head.
No. So let's go to quick hits.
And we're going to talk about the U.S. Open. Why you interrupted me?
Because you talk so slow.
You think?
Yes, you just spent like 45 seconds trying to hype up our top stories that we're already going to talk about later. The whole point is that it's a surprise. They're not supposed to know.
Okay, I think you just took longer to explain that than I did to explain that.
Yeah, that's because I'm mad at you.
Oh my gosh. All right, quick hits. Let's get into the Major League Baseball. So playoff push. We are less than 3 weeks away from the start of the playoffs. Is that fast enough? Am I going fast enough for you?
Yeah, amazing.
Okay. In the AL East, the Blue Jays continue to lead the division with the Yankees and Red Sox close behind by 2 and 3 games. Oh, you lost your bet. In the AL West, the Astros.
Just breathe.
These late night recording sessions, man, they get you, right? You want some coffee? Okay. In the AL West, the Astros are up 2 games on the Mariners today, and face the Blue Jays coming up later this week. In the AL, the wild card race, the Yankees and the Red Sox hold on to the top spots. The Mariners, Rangers, and Royals are all chasing with just a few weeks to go. In the National League, wild card, the Cubs, Padres, and Mets are all in control right now. The Giants and Reds, 3 and 4 games back, so could still do it, but time is fleeting. So playoffs start Tuesday the 30th. Cubs look like they'll be in it unless something horrible happens, and it's like a new season at that point. So
yeah,
I have confidence. Cheers.
I don't
Go
have
Cubbies.
a drink, but
Okay.
cheers.
All right. WNBA.
Yep. So I did this whole section myself. You can thank me later. So playoffs are beginning. Caitlin Clark is obviously ruled out for the season. So we're going to start this section off with a little debate. because you know I love my debates and I like to win. Who had the better rookie season, Caitlin Clark or Paige Bueckers? So we're going to look at some stats because you know this is stats and chats. Bueckers, so the Dallas Wings were eliminated from the playoffs. However, she broke Caitlin Clark's record for the most votes in an All-Star game. And she reached 250 points in 13 games compared to Caitlin Clark's 16 games. She has a higher scoring efficiency and fewer turnovers than Caitlin Clark. However, Caitlin Clark set WNBA rookie records for the most points and most assists in a single season. She drove WNBA record-breaking attendance and led her team to the playoffs. So, for me, it comes down to who is the better player. And for this, I have to say Caitlin Clark. Because here's what it comes down to. WNBA players do not play for themselves. They play for a team. So I think the fact that she did lead her team to the playoffs, that speaks more than Paige Bueckers scoring 250 points faster than Caitlin Clark or having a higher scoring efficiency, because at the end of the day, it doesn't do anything if your team isn't winning and isn't going to the playoffs.
Interesting.
Obviously, there are other factors to look at as well, but that's just based off of this. That's fine.
All right. So, good job putting this together.
Thank you.
I know I was supposed to thank you. Am I supposed to thank you now or later?
You can thank me now on air.
Okay. Thank you so much for putting this together.
I'm not done though.
Oh, sorry.
I still have the playoff update.
Oh, I thought we were debating.
Oh, no, I'm just telling you my thoughts.
Sounds very familiar.
Nobody needs to hear you.
Yep. That's it's another day.
Really mean
in the
to
Taliaferro household.
I'm being kind of mean, actually. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. You even ate dinner.
Yeah. Okay, so the playoffs are beginning. It's a new best of 7 finals format. So the first round will be best of 3, the second round best of 5, and then the last round, the finals, is best of 7. The Lynx, Aces, Dream, Mercury, Liberty, Valkyries, Fever are all there. They're at the playoffs. They're ready to go. But the Storm and the Sparks are still battling it out for the final spot with a 2-game difference. So one of them needs to win 2 games and hope the other loses, or the Storm win.
So, good stuff.
Yeah, there's my stuff.
All right.
Oh, also, can I talk about a quick hit? I mean, some banter for a second that I kind of forgot to mention.
Please.
I haven't told you, actually. I told Mommy. So in ACE Euro, which is ACE European History, one of my classes.
Yes.
We're learning about the Reign of Terror, which basically in the French Revolution, it's when the peasants who supported the revolution started burning things, and that was when the whole head chopping off thing, that whole thing.
Well, it's also, you know what else the Reign of Terror is? It's when you and your sister are tired and hungry and can't get food right away.
Okay, shush. So basically, you had to prove that you were loyal to the revolution. Otherwise, if you are found out as being an enemy, then you get your head cut off. So we're simulating this.
Really?
Where basically the whole class, so all of the class periods between the 2 teachers, so that's 12 class periods.
Okay.
So a lot of kids. Everybody becomes a citizen of France, basically. And specific people in each class period are classified as spies. So they work for the counter-revolution. Basically, they work for the revolution, spying on people to see if they're trustworthy to the revolution.
Okay.
And you have to follow all these rules. So, like, you can't wear gold jewelry. You can't talk to upperclassmen because it's like talking to the nobility. So you can't talk to upperclassmen.
Sure.
You can't eat white bread. You have to eat, like, whole grain bread because then it shows that you're supporting people who can't afford white bread. Let's see what else. You can't speak ill of the leaders. So, like, the teachers can't speak ill of them. Oh my god, there's like a bunch of other rules, actually. Okay. You can't use your phone when not allowed. You can't use
like that.
If the spies catch it. So basically the way it works, if any of the spies and you have to refer to everybody as citizen.
Okay.
So you have to say, like, hi citizen Jason. Hi citizen. Basically, yeah, and if any of the spies in the class periods catch you doing this, then they put it into Google Doc and they report you
Oh.
And then the teacher calls you out in front of the class. And basically, if you can go a week, so it ends next Tuesday. If you can go a week, the people with the least amount of
violations
basically get extra credit.
Nice.
And the spies with the most amount of reports get extra credit.
Wow.
So yeah, basically we're simulating that. And if you break it, then the teacher gives you not a public execution, but he calls you out in class. He's like, this person, and bro, my teacher always thinks he's French. It's so funny, actually. So yeah,
oui.
He has a whole French accent.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. So which are you?
I can't say because there might be people listening. But
okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and
how's
also,
it going?
Another rule. It's going good. It doesn't start till tomorrow technically because we learned about it today. But another rule is if the only way that citizens can report spies is if spies are sharing that they're spies. And so you can't, as a citizen, ask a spy if they're a spy, or you can get reported. A spy can't tell someone they're a spy, or they can get reported.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you ready? Are you up for it?
Yeah, I'm ready to
I hope you don't get executed. That'd be sad.
I'm great. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the revolution.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You should watch Casablanca.
I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound very interesting.
One of the best movies ever. One of my favorite movies. Anyway, that's cool.
Thanks.
Sorry, like that.
I forgot to mention it earlier.
No, it's good.
It's kind of complicated.
It's fun.
A lot of things.
So next week you'll have an update.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
Until next Tuesday.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll tell you how and if I got the extra credit or not.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm betting on you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So moving into college football. Let's go.
Okay, just hold on. My 2 cents, even though we're not debating, I think there's a strong argument for Paige Bueckers.
I know. Because she has some really amazing stats.
Yes.
And she's extremely talented. And I love her because she's literally my queen and her hair is gorgeous.
Not where I was going, but okay.
But to me, Caitlin Clark leading her team to the playoffs is kind of...
Yeah.
That speaks more to me
sure.
than... just because it isn't an individual sport. At the end of the day, you can be a great player, but if you're not making the impact on the team, then...
No question. Yeah, I think and there's a lot of variables, and it's subjective, right? So, but I do think that there's a strong argument for Bueckers. I think what'll be interesting is if we do this a year from now, and we do first 2 years combined. Because obviously...
Then I think it would be Bueckers.
Well, hopefully...
we still need to see what happens, but...
Hopefully she doesn't
injure herself.
Yeah, fall to injury like Clark did this year. Speaking of that, I did see Caitlin Clark's t-shirt out there in the wild over the weekend.
In the flesh.
Yeah, it looked good. And it's
just I have a lot of random stuff to talk about today. This isn't even going to be a sports podcast because I'm just going to be yapping the whole time.
Okay.
But there was this
ratings go down.
There was this trend going on where substitutes, when they came into your classroom and they read off the attendance list, when they said your name, you would be they would be like Isabella Taliaferro, and you would be like, in the flesh.
In the flesh, yeah.
Instead of saying here present,
yeah.
You'd be in the
yeah.
Sorry, it's not as funny as I make it sound.
Okay, moving on.
Sorry, ignore me.
In the flesh. Bella is here in the flesh. Top story number 1, college football. So, an exciting week in college football, not quite as crazy. You better stop it. Not quite as crazy as week 1, which is good because, wow. A couple of the highlights and recaps from last weekend. Obviously, the marquee matchup we had going into the weekend was Oklahoma-Michigan, which Michigan ended up losing to Oklahoma 24-13.
Yeah.
So the story going into it was supposed to be Michigan QB Bryce Underwood. It ended up being Oklahoma QB John Mateer, who had 270 yards passing and 2 rushing touchdowns. Michigan managed just 12 first downs to Oklahoma's 22. So a sound win from the Sooners, who moved up to 13th, and Michigan moved all the way back to 23 after that loss. So
basically they swapped places.
Yeah, pretty close. The other big upset, or one of the other big upsets over the weekend, was the aforementioned USF Bulls going into Gainesville and beating the Florida Gators.
What's the Bulls?
Yeah. 18-16. The spit that we talked about earlier actually impacted the end of the game and gave USF the opportunity to move downfield and score that winning field goal. The Gators, and this was a big loss for them, were just 4 of 12 on third downs, a lot of stalled drives throughout the game. At the end of the game, really let USF stay in the game, and then USF came back to win it. So really tough outcome for the Gators, who, looking at their schedule moving forward, it's hard to imagine it getting much harder. So they've got a long, hard road in front of them, including Miami in a couple of weeks, which I would love to go see. But
That would be still fun.
I know. So yeah, those were two of the recaps. Recapping how Bella and I did on our picks. Bella had 1 win out of 3 games. She picked Miami to win. And then Florida and Michigan obviously lost. For me, I had 2 wins. I picked Oregon and Missouri. And we both picked Michigan, so I lost the game as well. So that was last week. Now this week. So several marquee matchups that include ranked teams. And I'll just go down the list here. First, the college game day game on Saturday. Number 6, Georgia at number 15, Tennessee. Yes.
Can we say our picks as we go?
I would love to.
Okay.
So Georgia's won 8 straight matchups against Tennessee by at least 14 points. They currently hold a 63% chance to make the 12-team playoffs. Who you got?
Georgia. Miss Mandy will be happy about this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm picking Georgia as well, although I do think it'll be close because it's in Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 14 points. It's kind of a lot.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's, well, I'm going with 39-30. I think it's been be within a couple of points, actually. Next up, now number 18, USF, visiting number 5, Miami, who is favored by 16.5 points. Miami's defense is holding opponents to just 13.5 points per game. USF will need to crack through that tough unit in order to score another upset win. Who you got?
Miami. They look strong. I know Cam Ward left, but they look just as good as they did last season, I think. So
maybe better.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
I'm going with them. They look strong.
I agree with you. I think USF's a good team.
Yeah, they're doing
Byron
really
Brown,
good
263 yards passing, 66 yards rushing for USF. They've got a strong offense. They've got a strong defense, and they've got swagger. And
They've got swagger.
I think probably good that they beat Florida before they got to Miami, because there's no excuse for getting caught off guard. This is a strong team. They're a top 25 team. But I think Miami will be ready and take care of business.
Yeah.
Number 16, Texas A&M at number 8, Notre Dame. Texas A&M, even though they are undefeated 2-0, 6.5-point underdog at Notre Dame. A&M is averaging 305 passing yards per game in their first 2 games, which is twice as much as their average for the first 2 games last year. One of the biggest offensive jumps in college football. Who you got?
The Fighting Irish.
Fighting Irish. I agree.
Aren't you so happy I knew that? Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you would know that.
Yeah. That's actually not.
Because you're here. Because you're here in the flesh.
You need to stop. You need to just stop.
All right. Next game. Last game we're picking. Florida, the Gators have to travel to Louisiana and play number 3 LSU, who is a massive home favorite, 9.5 game points on the line, up from 7.5. LSU has won 6 of their last 7 home games against Florida. Who you got?
LSU. As much as I love Florida.
These are pretty easy picks.
Yeah. Just wait till we get to NFL because
yeah. Yeah, I've got LSU as well. I really hope Florida makes a game of it. I really hope Florida pulls the upset.
Yeah.
But I think Billy Napier, the head coach, has got some work to do.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your college lineup. Let's go to the NFL. So a week one fallout, man, it was an exciting weekend. Starting with Thursday, we called out all of the marquee matchups last week, and they all delivered. They all delivered. Some well into the night will hit the games that we talked about last week. So we kicked things off with Eagles and Cowboys. Thought it was going to be a slam dunk for the Eagles, but the Cowboys made a great game of it. Hurts went 19 of 23 from 14 yards, added 2 rushing touchdowns to a passing touchdown. Just 1 turnover by Dallas, but the Eagles controlled time of possession, held the ball for almost 10 minutes longer than the Cowboys, and found a way on Thursday night, even not playing their best ball.
The Cowboys look good.
They look good.
I don't like to say that, but they look decent.
They look good. They had a chance to win. CeCe Lamb had a couple of opportunities to pull in good passes from Dak at the end of the game, and unfortunately didn't make it happen, which was surprising because he had some great catches earlier in the game.
Yeah.
So that's how the season kicked off. Then we had the Chargers and Chiefs in Brazil on Friday. Both teams, 0 turnovers. Justin Herbert was really the difference in the game as opposed to Patrick Mahomes. He completed 72% of his passes. Chiefs were just 4 for 13 on third down. Chiefs tried to make a run for it at the end, run at it at the end, but the Chargers too strong and held them off. Then we got to Sunday. This was late night game number 1.
This game was
crazy. The Bills controlled the clock, held the ball for almost 35 minutes, however, could not stop the Ravens rushing attack. 238 yards on the ground for Baltimore. However, there was only one turnover, and it was at the end of the game, and it was by Derrick Henry. And that really gave the Bills the opportunity to come back and score a touchdown, get within 1 point. And then Matt Prater, who was signed just a few days before the game, who was coaching a youth football team in Arizona the week earlier, kicked the game-winning field goal as the clock expired.
Expired. The time right now?
Crazy finish, crazy comeback. I'm glad I turned the TV off before the fourth quarter. I was pleasantly shocked to see the outcome the next morning because really the Ravens looked unstoppable, especially that running attack. So
yeah.
And then finally last night, the heartache. I stayed up for this one, unfortunately. Vikings erased in the fourth quarter deficit to win. Bears, they won total yards, 1 first downs, led on time of possession, even returned an interception for a touchdown. But after the first drive, they simply could not finish drives. There were errant throws, several of them from Caleb. 12 penalties for 127 yards, some of them just silly motion, procedure penalties for the line. Some of them, frankly, questionable calls, holding calls that were kind of mysterious. But the reality is they had plenty of chances to win, and they didn't win. They didn't finish drives. They didn't score points, and they left the Vikings within striking distance. Kudos to J.J. McCarthy, who was really shut down completely for the first 3 quarters of the game, and led the team to 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
On a note for this, I think. Sorry, I just like to talk about the Bears because I think they looked really good, but I think they need to focus on their endurance of looking really good. You know, like you can't play good for half the game and then just lose it. You know.
Absolutely.
So that's my note. That's my takeaway from that game is like they look 100 times better.
Yeah.
But there's still stuff they need to work on and still stuff they need to figure out if they're going to have a successful season.
Yeah, I completely agree. And it's interesting. You know, it's one game. It's one game with a new coach, new system, new defensive coach, who, by the way, that defense completely suffocated the Vikings for the first 3 quarters of the game.
They looked great.
Completely. But, you know, and we're not going to overreact. It's just one game.
It's just one game.
However, you know, it was a robust quarterback class a year ago. Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, all drafted first round. last year. There are 3 now, and it was J.J. McCarthy's first game, so small sample size. But even his demeanor on the sideline, even after he's throwing interceptions for touchdowns, they never lost confidence, and they never lost enthusiasm and spirit. So, I think Caleb's got some work to do, because he's shown that he has all the tools.
Now he just has to take it.
He has to find the discipline, because I think that there's a coaching staff and a supporting team there to win. But I think Caleb's going to have to show us that he can do it.
Yeah.
No more excuses. So those are your highlights and recaps from last week. How'd we do? We both went 2-2. So we both picked the same team. So Chiefs, we picked, they lost. Bills and Eagles, they both won. And then the Bears, we picked and they lost as well. So going into week 2, some of the big marquee matchups, they start Thursday again. Washington visits Green Bay, who had a fantastic week 1, and I thought just beat up the Detroit Lions, which is not a sentence I expected to say about the Detroit Lions anytime this season. But I thought they beat up the Lions last weekend. So they host Washington, who did win last week. They beat the Giants. Washington ran up 220 rushing yards in their opener, but they still had 12 penalties for 89 yards. So they've got to run a cleaner game after week 1. They've got some new weapons to support Jaden Daniels. Who you got?
I think I'm picking Green Bay. I feel like defensive-wise, with the addition of Micah Parsons, they're just better. And defense wins championships. So,
there you go.
I think, I love Washington, and I think Jaden Daniels is a phenomenal quarterback, especially for only being in his second year. But defense wins championships. And Green Bay has the better defense, in my opinion.
Parsons made an impact.
Yeah, you can tell he made an impact.
And he's still a little injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and not even, I think he made an impact on the field, but I think off the field also he's made a big impact for that team, as much as I hate to say that.
I think the one other factor is that 2 starters on the offensive line for Green Bay are injured and may likely not play on Thursday. I am picking Green Bay. I'm going 24-17.
I said 2017.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. So we'll see. We'll kick things off on Thursday with that game. Then we get to Sunday and Chicago and Detroit. So both go into the game 0-1. Detroit, a lot, like I said, it looked like they got beat up when they played Green Bay over the weekend. They struggled in the red zone against Green Bay. Obviously, we already talked about the Bears and their struggles going into Detroit. There's a lot of emotion going into this game because Ben Johnson's going home with this team, right? And there's a lot of things that the teams know about each other even more than ever because Ben Johnson was there. So he knows all the players. Obviously, they're going to have some new plays designed, but he knows the defense. He knows the offense. He knows the coach. He knows the players, and vice versa. So it's definitely a situation where the teams know each other, and the Bears are coming off of a short week. Lions are 4.5-point favorites right now. Who you got?
Okay, so this was the hardest game for me to pick this week.
Yep.
Because the Lions last week looked like a totally different team.
They did.
On any other, last year, 100% Detroit, even if they were playing against the Chicago team now. But they look so different.
Yeah.
They look like a completely different team.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was just week 1 jitters, maybe still fixing some things up, or maybe it's because they lost Ben Johnson. They don't really know what to do with that now.
Yeah.
Which is what I think it probably is, because I think he had a big impact on that team. I mean, you can see the impact he's had with Chicago. So,
all right. Who you got?
So I'm picking Chicago. But I think it's going to be really, really close. Because here's what it came down to for me. Ben Johnson has the advantage in this game. He's going against his old team. That means his team is going to want to win for him, first of all. Second of all, he knows everything about that team. Just about.
Sure.
And, like, while the coaches from Detroit might know some stuff that Ben Johnson's going to pull out, it doesn't have the same effect as if that coach knows almost all of the players on that
Sure.
team. He knows how they...
Okay.
I feel like the Bears have the advantage here, and seeing how Detroit played week 1, I'm not confident in them.
All right. I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right too. I don't think I will be, but that's
well, I hope you're right. So the Lions are 4.5-point favorites. I think you are right about a lot of those points. All right. So you want a fun fact
Sure.
I dug up? So as I was looking through the lineup of games this week on ESPN, it also has a link that shows how much you can get a ticket for each of the games in each stadium. The lowest price. What's the lowest price? And then it goes from there, right? The lowest price ticket as of today for the games coming this Sunday is $35.
It's actually not bad.
No, it's insane. And it is for the Giants at the Cowboys.
Sorry, that's just a really funny game to me.
I mean, they're old rivals.
I
And the Cowboys played well.
Yeah. Well, I think the Cowboys would probably win that.
Yeah. So, but $35 is really low. The lowest ticket available for a game, Bears and Lions.
Yeah.
$283.
Oh my God.
So
that's a lot.
That is why it's home field advantage.
Yeah.
If they were playing on a neutral field, I might lean toward Chicago, but because they're playing in Detroit and that fan base is so special and it's inside, I'm going Detroit 27, Chicago 24. I don't think they'll cover the spread, but I do think they'll win the game. But I hope I'm wrong.
I said Chicago 20.
There you go.
I don't even know how possible those scores are, but that's how close I think it's going to be.
They're very possible. Yeah.
I mean, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Can you get 1 point?
No. You get 2, though. From a safety.
That's kind of...
Yeah. It is, because it looks like a baseball score if it's like 7-2.
Yeah.
Or 3-2.
But it's
not. All right. Next game.
Yeah.
Super Bowl rematch.
So I'm excited.
Philly at Kansas City on Sunday. I'm happy that it is not Sunday night. All right. So just a little flashback to the Super Bowl where Philly beat Kansas City 40-22 just months ago. Obviously, Kansas City looked rough, relatively speaking, last week against the Chargers. Philly didn't look great either. And I think that's one about the games that we talked about. One common thread is all of the great teams found a way to win, even though they didn't play their best. Eagles found a way to win, even though they didn't play their best. Vikings, so I picked the win to the division before Micah Parsons, found a way to win. So anyway, yeah, Philly visits KC. It's their home opener in Kansas City. We know that the wide receiver corps for Kansas City is depleted right now. Xavier Worthy is injured. Rashid Rice still suspended. Jalen Royals is uncertain. Who do you got?
The Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly?
Yeah. I think at this point, they're better than the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs just lost to a team that last year. I mean, I think they could have beat.
They were good. They were good last year. Not as good as Kansas City, obviously, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like last year, Kansas City could have beat the Chargers with their eyes closed. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they would have given them a run for their money a little bit, but they would have found a way to win. But they're just not doing so good. So
all right, so you're going Philly.
Yeah, and I'm going 27-20.
Ooh, okay.
So I think it's going to be kind of big.
I think, I did not pick Kansas City to win their division. I do think they'll make the playoffs. I think they win this game. I think first home game, last first home game of the season for Kelsey, most likely. I think there's going to be a lot of emotion. I think Tay is going to be there. I think they're going to be fired up. They are going to want revenge. I think they're going to have more emotion than Philly, and I think that emotion is going to lead them to a 31-27 victory. But I do think Philly is the best team.
Okay.
And then finally, to close things out, Monday night, the Chargers visit Las Vegas. Chargers are favored by 3.5 at Allegiant. 62% chance of winning. In week 1, Justin Herbert earned an elite PFF grade of 84, throwing for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. He posted a career high 1.7 QB rating against the aforementioned Chargers. Who you got?
The Chargers. 21-17.
Nice. I think
they're feel good coming off that win against Kansas City.
Yeah, I think they're going to come in with a lot of confidence too. And even though they're on the road again, I think they're going to win pretty handily. I've got 34-24.
You have a lot of scores in the 30s. Okay, so moving on to our last top story, U.S. Open Finals recap and a little Amanda Anisimova.
We love Amanda. We love Amanda.
Kind of story on her. So starting off with the men's quarterfinal, Yannick Sinner, Felix. I'm not going to say his last name, but I like the name Felix, so he's just Felix. Alcaraz and Djokovic all won their games. Going on to the semifinals, Sinner won his game against Felix. Alcaraz defeated Djokovic in a little, what did you call that?
Kind of like a changing of the guard.
Changing of the guard, yeah.
Match.
And he defeated him in straight sets.
Yep.
Yeah. So then the final was Sinner and Alcaraz again. Alcaraz won his second U.S. Open title and reclaimed the world #1 ranking with a 4-set victory over his rival. 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4. So the win marked Alcaraz's 6th career Grand Slam title and his second major championship over Sinner in 2025.
I picked him.
Good job.
Just letting you know.
Of course. Yeah, gotta take your wins when you got them.
Heck yeah.
So moving on to the women's quarterfinal, Aryna Sabalenka won her match. Jessica Pegula. I kind of like that name. Pegula.
U.S.
Won her game. Naomi Osaka. I don't know why I just couldn't think of how to say her name for a second. Oh. Match. Won her match. Sorry. Not game. Why can't it be game?
It can be.
Yeah, it's still a game.
I think it should be.
It doesn't make sense. Why do they have to have a separate word? Just call it
the games
game.
Are in the matches, right?
No, that's a set.
It is a set.
Yeah, I think
game, set, match. Yeah, the games are. Yeah, it's game, set, match.
Okay.
Dude, I don't make the rules.
Well, they won their matches, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Anisimova won her match against Iga Swiatek.
She won a bunch of games too.
Just shut up.
Okay.
Anisimova pulled off a significant upset over Swiatek in a revenge match after having lost to her in Wimbledon earlier this year. Semifinals, Sabalenka advanced to the final, and so did Anisimova, defeating Naomi Osaka. In the finals, Sabalenka overcame... Can you go away? Sorry. Aryna Sabalenka and Amanda Anisimova... Can you stop it? Sorry, Sophia's being annoying. I'm going to have to repeat this like 7 times. I'm just sorry about this for all who's listening.
You got it. The beauty of editing.
No, I don't want to edit.
Okay, stop touching me. Stop touching my feet.
Sabalenka overcame a second set surge from Anisimova to win her second consecutive U.S. Open title. So yeah, that was the results from the U.S. Open.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. So Anisimova got runner-up. Do they still call it that in tennis, or do they call it something else?
I think runner-up. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
After the match was over.
Since they like to be fancy with their terminology, she got runner-up for the second time. this year. So we're going to highlight her a little bit because for me it was really interesting because I've never really heard of her before.
Yeah.
So, like, where did she kind of come from? The freak? I just shouldn't say that.
There we go. It's been like half an hour, though, so good job. Really toning it down.
So where did she come from? So the reason you probably haven't seen her around very much is she took a break from tennis in 2023 for mental health purposes and started playing again in 2024. Some of her, what is that word? Accolades?
Yes.
Let's go. That was fire. It's fire use of vocabulary. She
Low-key.
reached the French Open Girls Final in 2016 and won the 2017 US Open Girls title. She made a breakthrough on the WTA Tour with a semifinal appearance at the French Open in 2019 at just 17 years old, defeating the reigning champion Simona Halep along the way. So she's good. She's not just popping up out of nowhere. She's pretty good.
She's
Oh,
good.
and for reference, she's 24 now. So she's still pretty young.
Yep.
So she was impacted by the unexpected death of her father in 2019, injuries and mental health struggles. That's part of the reason she took a break. She made a strong run at Wimbledon and the US Open, and my personal opinion, I don't think she's going away anytime soon. I think we're only going to see more of her. Oh, and fun fact, her parents immigrated to the US from Russia. So she plays for the US, but
very
her parents
interesting.
are from Russia.
Very cool. Yeah, I became an instant fan after she was swept at Wimbledon, and I thought her speech was just filled with grace and gratitude and courage, and the fact that she was able to come back and defeat Swiatek at the U.S. Open after just getting swept by her at Wimbledon and get to the finals again, unfortunately to lose, but I think it shows incredible resilience and mental and physical. And so I'm a huge fan. There's no doubt in my mind that she crosses the finish line first in the future. Yeah, we're fans. We're cheering her on.
So what to watch this weekend? College football week 3, some key matchups. Florida at LSU, Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Sorry, that's just like a fun word to say. 2 words, I guess. And then Georgia at Tennessee, NFL week 2. Washington at Green Bay, Philly at Kansas City, Patriots at Dolphins, Bears at Lions, Falcons at Vikings. That will be a good game. Should put that on there. That'll be good.
Yep.
WNBA playoffs tip off starts on the 14th for Game 1. Afternoon, evening windows on ABC and ESPN. MLB, Yankees at Red Sox all weekend at Fenway. It's kind of a rivalry series. And then Premier League Manchester Derby. So Man City versus Man United on the 14th. Can I just do all of this? The poll question?
Sure. Yeah, you want to take it home?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So which playoff team will start the year at 0 wins and 2 losses? The Chiefs, the Lions, neither or both? I think that's a really good question. That's why I wanted to say it.
Thank you.
So thanks for...
I made it up myself. You can thank me later.
Okay. Thank you all for listening, watching, doing whatever you chose to do. Subscribe, follow, comment, like. Do all good things, just like Olaf says. Haven't said that in a hot minute.
I know.
On YouTube. I know you like YouTube.
I do.
Threads, because you also like that for some reason. TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
For all great conversations about sports and life from a father-daughter perspective.
Oh, just had to throw that in, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, new listeners. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's actually probably kind of true. Okay, well, bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening. Bye.